Hey, what's happening, muchachos? Welcome to the video. So today's video is actually a day late. Usually I upload every other day at 7 a.m. PST, but yesterday I missed an upload because I ran into some logistic issues and just pretty much just poor planning on my part. So peeps, I'm gonna stick with the same schedule, but if your boy does happen to miss an upload, just know I'm gonna put up the video the very next day. But right now I'm in the middle of a workout trying to get these gains, and I want to share a topic that's been on my mind for a while, and that is if you can work out every single day. So starting off this workout with some skin to cats to warm up the joints, loosen myself up. And if you guys want to do this workout, I'm going to link it in the description box below. But let's get to the topic of if you can work out every day. This kind of also leads into overtraining because the two kind of go hand in hand. So to explain this, I'm going to talk about this in 3 ways. So first, we're going to talk about the relationship between intensity and frequency. Then we're going to talk about lifestyle factors, and then we're also going to talk about your training age. Hold up, man. Guys, what on earth is going on? Man, guys, I messed up, man. So, you see, I have 6 of these batteries for this camera, and apparently today, I didn't charge any of them. So I didn't have much juice for my camera today, but luckily for me, I was able to get out enough just to record the exercises today. So if you want to follow along with that workout, it's going to be in the description box below. But let's get back to the topic about training every day. So I understand why most people would think about training every day, because let's be real, training is amazing. It feels so good. And as human beings, we tend to think more is better. The more you can train, the better you can get, right? But this may not be the case, and there's some things you need to be aware of. So like I said earlier, the first thing we need to think about is our training frequency and our training intensity. So these 2 variables, they have an inverse relationship. So the more frequently you train, usually the less intense your training sessions can be. And the more intense your training sessions are, the less frequently you can do them. Now, this is because we're humans. We're not freaking machines, man. We wear and tear. I mean, machines wear and tear, but you know exactly what I'm trying to say right now. You grow outside of the gym, not inside the gym. The training session is just the stimulus to grow. So if you give it a very huge stimulus, your body needs more time to recover before you can go for the next bout. And if you give it a very small stimulus, then your body's pretty much ready to go again. If you want to train every single day, you need to be very aware of your intensity. Now, elite level athletes, they do this a lot. They do something called periodization, where every training session is not balls to the wall hard. A very smart way to do this is you have maybe one day that is hard, one day that is moderate, and another day that is light, and then you rotate around the 2 for the entire week. But if you try and go hard every single day, man, that is injury. Boop, lose your shoulder. Oh, my knee. Oh, my back. Or at the very least, you're not gonna see any progress. The next factor that you want to think about is your lifestyle. So a lot of people don't think about this, but training is a stress. It puts stress on your body. The more stress you also have in your life, the less you can probably put into your training. Like if you have baby mama drama, lots of bills, you have many companies to run, your life is a stressful mess, it's gonna be very hard for you to train every single day. But if you're a kid that is in high school, you know, you live with mom and dad, you always have food on the table, life is easy, man, then you probably can train almost every single day, probably even twice a day, and not have any problems at all. So your life stresses can also affect the amount of stress you can put in your body from training, because our bodies, man, they just understand stress. They don't know where it's coming from. So the less stress you have in your life, the more you can put into training. So this is also why elite level athletes can train almost every single day, because they literally revolve the entire day around their training. Their training most of the time is the most stressful event of the day. So you can't expect to perform the same way they do if you don't have the same lifestyle as them. Then another thing you want to think about is your training age. So training age means how much time you actually put into the gym. How used is your body to stress in the gym? So when you're a beginner, you just started. Your body's not used to the gym stress, so it can't take a lot of it. Just a little bit is good enough for you to get a lot of progress. But I'm sure some of you guys that are watching this, that are past the beginner stage, you notice that the more time you put in the gym, usually the more time you need to even put in for you to even see a little bit of progress, because our bodies get very good at adapting. They can handle more stress over time. So the more advanced you are, the more time you usually need to put into the gym. But this takes a very long time to happen. This is you building your work capacity. Most people would train in the gym for 3 months and all of a sudden think, oh man, I'm a professional, I'm advanced, I can now train every single day hard. Well, it doesn't really work that way. It's gonna take you a long time. Believe me, I've been training for quite a while now, honestly, and I still can't train super intense every single day. In fact, I even did an experiment where I squatted every day for 100 days. I even put it on my channel, by the way. And yeah, guys, that stuff crushed me. It was hard. I know I saw some things said that you get used to it. I kind of got used to it, but honestly, it was still pretty hard, man. I don't think it's something that most people should do. So really, when it comes to training every single day, it's not as simple as just go do it. You have to be very smart about how you do things. But I think the best way I can say is, if you want to train every day, look up periodization and learn how to periodize your training. And before I go, there's also one thing I forgot to mention, is genetics. Because there are also some people that they are just genetic freaks. They can handle a lot of load. Like, they can just go into the gym 2, 3, 4 times per day and they're good to go. In fact, I have a friend like this. He works out, I swear to God, 2, 3 times per day, and he has a job. I don't know how he does it, how he finds the energy, but he just loves the freaking gym. Plus, that dude is jacked as hell, man. Like, it is what it is, man. His genetics are just freaking amazing. But for some of us mere mortals, we have to accept the fact that, yeah, we can't really do the same thing as he is doing, man. And when in doubt, you just want to listen to your body. If you're going to the gym every single day and you start aching and you're sore all the time and it feels everything is hurting, then it's probably not the smartest thing for you to do. But if you feel good, you feel great, you're making progress and you're training every day, then forget all the advice I gave before and just do you and do what works for you. So anyways, guys, that's a really short, quick video. Hope you guys were able to get some valuable information from that. If you guys liked the video, you guys know what to do. Go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, yo, go ahead and subscribe. And dudes, dudettes, always remember this, guys. Always strive to improve, even if it's just a little, each and every single day. Kaizen. See you guys in the next video, the day after next at 7 a.m. PST. Peace.